Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Talking TVL. I'm your digital host, Breona Winn, and if you don't know what this is, I say it every morning. This is your pre-show to the lifestyle show called Tennessee Valley Living, which airs every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Happy freaking Valentine's Day to all of you watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. The time is here, people. We've talked about it all week, and we have such a fun show in store for you all. Lots of Valentine's Day guests. So to start us off early in the show, we have our girl Lachey B in the studio sharing with us the greatest love songs of all times. So she sent in her list, and because I love surprises real bad, I decided I'm going to wait until I watch the show live to see what's on the list, like what songs are on the list. But in the meantime, I sat at my desk this morning and I decided to craft up my own greatest love songs of all time in my head, okay? So as I share them with you, just keep in mind it's my opinion, okay? So starting off strong, we have my girl, the icon herself, Miss Whitney Houston. I Will Always Love You. I think that is the top love song in life, all around the world. This is number one. It has to be, in my head. It's just so good. It's so good. I feel loved every time I hear it. So that's the first one. And like I said, that's on the top of my list forever and always. These next songs are literally just as is. Like here's my top 5, but this is number 1, and the rest don't have a specific order, if that makes sense. Okay. Next up, we have My Girl by The Temptations. Listen, I tell people all the time, I feel like I was born in the wrong decade, okay? Motown is my jam so hard, okay? So My Girls, that just has to be on my list. And then also, we have If Only You Knew by the one and only Miss Patti LaBelle, who makes an exceptional sweet potato pie, if I do say so myself. But this song right here, it just makes me feel just, ooh. Like, I just feel like I need to be in the 80s when I hear this song. And my hair would be like in like a little French curl or something like that. Just real cute. If only you knew how much I do love you. It's so good. Okay. Okay. I wish I could play these songs for you. Anyways, next one, a classic. Elton John's Can You Feel the Love Tonight? I think this is just, it's a classic. Like I said, every time I hear it, you think Lion King, but it gives you the nice, warm, lovey feels tonight. Okay. So that is on that list. And then last but not least, I have At Last by Etta James. I remember vividly hearing this song for the first time. I think I was in elementary school. It was an elementary school talent show, and this girl got on stage. She was in the 5th grade and she sang this song, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to go find it. I had a little iPod Nano Touch at the time. Yeah, it's been on repeat ever since. So that is on my list. And then I will say my bonus track, if I would throw in Can You Stand the Rain by New Edition. I absolutely love them. I'm obsessed. And there's this one guy, I forget his name, Dennis. His name is Dennis, okay? He has a cover on it. If you go on YouTube and type in Can You Stand the Rain, New Edition, cover, and the first one that pops up, it's him, and he's got like 4 groomsmen behind him because he's performing this at his wedding for his wife. And I watched this video, I would say once a quarter, like 4 times a year. And then I get obsessed with it. It's so good. Oh my goodness. The lyrics itself and the way that Dennis sings it, but of course the way New Edition sings it as well, iconic. So these are my top 5, plus a little bonus track, if you would, of greatest love songs of all time. But again, that's just me. You're going to have to watch the show at 11 to see what Lachey B, the music head herself, has to say about the greatest love songs of all time. So that is happening today. And then also, we have Playa Bowls joining us in the TVL kitchen today to share their Valentine's Day menu items. So right here, let me show you a little close up. This is their Bay Bowl 2.0. You've got half Playa Pitaya and then half Stupid Cupid base. Neither of which have I had yet, but I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at the ingredients here. And I'm like, I need to make my way to Playa Bowls. It's a healthy, sweet alternative, perfect for Valentine's Day. You get you a little chocolate drizzle, a little strawberries on top, a little coconut. Yeah, girl, that's delicious. I love that. So that is what they're making today. They are also going to share their chocolate-covered strawberry smoothie, which looks absolutely delicious. Let me tell you something. I love a good chocolate-covered strawberry. And never in my day have I had it in a drink. So this right here, I'm excited to see how they blend it up for us today in the TVL kitchen. And then I'm going to take down the recipe. I'm going to make it at home one of these days. But then if I don't, I'm just gonna go to Pliable and get it myself. I'm not quite sure how long it is available. I imagine it's just an LTO, a limited time only type of ordeal, but that sounds amazing. So make sure you watch the show today to get that recipe and figure out where the address is for Pliable and how you can go to the store and grab it yourself. Okay, last but not least, party people. We have some cutesy models in studio today with Live Affirmed magazine, and they're coming to show off some Valentine's Day outfits. So this is the cover of their latest edition for Black History Month. Super cute, I love it. I have not been reading magazines like I used to, but I think I'm gonna get back into that. I think I do. So here is one of their outfits. Just a cutesy little date night situation. If you wanna go short dress, little black dress. I think women should all own at least one in your lifetime, and then that metallic silver situation beside. I think that's really cute. And this right here, this is the stunner for me. Okay, red jumpsuits. First of all, I love a good jumpsuit. I love a good pant situation. So the fact that they have red jumpsuits like this, and they're almost like they give capri. Am I tripping? Let me know in the comments. They give capri. That is so cute to me. Red leather, black leather, so cute. Pair it with a nice little heel. I'm sure a cute purse. It's going to be great. So that is happening today on TVL. And that's it. That's as far as the show goes. This is what we have today for Valentine's Day. It's going to be a great time. We've got kitchen guests. We've got music. We have fashion. It's going to be fun. And before I let you go, I am going to share my Valentine with you all. Okay, let's get close. Me and you here. My Valentine's to you, you lovely people, is an all new episode of Sounds of the Valley, okay? We aired it yesterday with Mill Music, and fun fact, he is the husband of Sharona, which if you watch Sounds of the Valley, this is a segment we do here on Tennessee Valley Living. She was our very first guest for Sounds of the Valley. So I found out yesterday that they're husband and wife, and it makes sense. Their voices just, they go together, they blend so well. So after the break, stay tuned for an all new episode of Sounds of the Valley.
Sounds of the Valley is sponsored by the Huntsville Symphony Orchestra.
On this edition of Sounds of the Valley, I am sitting here with a man who's known for having a velvet voice, and he's an engineer turned singer. And right now we are about to talk to Mr. Kason Henderson, aka Mill Music. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So like I said, engineer turned singer.
Yeah.
How did we get to where we are today? Because you've been performing across stages here in Huntsville, like the Orion and like the camp at Mid-City. So how did we get from engineering to on stage?
Oh man, that's a long story, but I'll give you the short version, right?
We got time.
No, honestly, I've always had a love for engineering, and I've always had a love for music and singing from a very young age. My parents We're all engineers. But switching to music and trying to do that professionally at the same time, it started in 2021. You know, the times that we're going through now, life is so short. If I'm gonna do this, I need to do it now. And I need to do it while I have a passion that's so high. And I think it was the greatest thing I've ever done, really. And it's been amazing so far.
So what was like, I know you just described the mindset, but what was it like finally like getting to perform on those stages, like after all this time and then after the pandemic, of course, when people were just going through a lot? How was it for you to finally like just launch this music career?
I have just had the biggest smile on my face. You can see all 88 teeth, okay? Every single time I get on stage, that's the kind of energy I'm trying to get everyone in the crowd to have that same smile, probably as big as mine, you know, and dance and fun, because that's who I am, right? So when I'm on stage and I'm feeling that energy and I see everyone having the same energy, it is so remarkable.
So we've talked to the lovely and beautiful Miss Sharona Henderson. She was our first Sounds of the Valley, actually.
Yes.
And she is the founder of Heard First Huntsville, and that's also your wife, and you're a part of Heard First Huntsville. So how does that dynamic kind of like influence like how you've been moving throughout the industry since being a part of Heard First, and of course being married to Sharona?
Oh yeah, it's been great that I just personally, you know, being married to her is absolutely amazing, you know, just to find that person that can make you smile just as much as music does.
Husband of the Year. Give this man an award.
Yes, you heard that. But no, for real though, I think just having her in my life, it just makes everything worthwhile, right? And when she started Heard First, it was to create a place for people who hasn't really had a place to be heard. And a platform so that they can take whatever their gifts are to the next level. So I think us as a perfect marriage through music and personally, it has been very eye-opening. And sometimes it can be challenging. Nothing's perfect in life, right? But you work through it. You definitely take intentional moves to make things great. And it's been great.
How would you describe your style of music?
I started with gospel, and you know, when I went into professionally, I went to R&B, and I started singing a lot of songs that were familiar and that I like to sing. It just wasn't, I felt like I was a robot, right? I was just kind of going with the flow because, you know, that's what everyone else felt. But really, down to the core of me is gospel and blues and soul. You know, that's who I am.
What piece of advice have you gotten or do you have for someone who is also a developing artist? Like they're still trying to like, should I launch this? It's, you know, I'm not 22 anymore. I'm not whatever. What piece of advice do you have for them? Just be like, you know, you can do it.
It's to keep pushing. It's to keep going. It really isn't something that I have learned that I still struggle with, you know, because sometimes I get, I guess, a little insecure about all the great talent that's around me. And man, I wish I had 1 million followers, or I wish I had I could reach a lot more people. But I've realized that the people that are around me now are the people that I can reach. And that's the people that need me now, you know? And that's the people that are in my town. I'm a local, people know me here, I'm local here. So I need to start here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I tap into service for people, like I do singing telegrams for people's
You beat me
greatest.
to it.
Okay, well, the next.
But since we're there now,
yes.
like you don't hear people like telegram. When I think of telegram, I'm just like the 1920s.
think you're right. I think you're right. It's about that.
But you're adding like a modern twist to it. Tell me more about like these singing telegrams you do.
Yes, I first heard it on a game or a movie called Clue. You know, there's a game called Clue.
Yeah.
There's also a movie, and there was a singing telegram. That was a great idea because it brings music to people's doorsteps.
Right.
You know, and like you said, no one's doing that around here. I'm thinking about things that I could do to put smiles on people's faces.
Right.
Happy birthday to you.
So I bring flowers, I bring balloons, and I'll sing any song that the person would like me to. Usually it's a happy birthday or an extra song, their favorite song or something like that.
So I hear you are performing a song called Water for us today. Can you tell me what the inspiration behind that one was?
Sure. This song was written by DMR Soul. He is a local artist here. When we were writing this album, when we were putting this album together, I said I wanted to sing a making love song. I wanted to sing a song about making love, right? But he gave me a song that's a little bit better than that. It talks about how powerful love is, you know, and how it can heal and how it can restore. The water represents that person that revives you when you are down.
Your body's a temple, and I treat it as such. God gave me this blessing, so I won't do too much. I need your frequency, frequently. When life gets too rough, I need your love. Vibrations low, you pick me up. The ways of the world are not enough. So when my knees get weak, soul feels empty, I need your love right next to me. Water, I need your water. Your water, your water, revive me, renew me. And my body is weak, my spirit is hurt, and I'm dying of thirst. I'm leaning on you when times get worse. I'm looking to you to uplift my curse with the water, sweet, sweet water, holy, soothing water. God sent, clean, clean. I need water. Ooh, water. Oh, I need your water. Surround me, submerge me. I need your water, babe, your water, babe.
Amazing, amazing performance. Again, that is Mill Music, and you can find that full interview if you want to rewatch it again on Tennessee Valley Living or tvliving.com. Well, lovely people, you enjoy your Valentine's Day weekend. Be up, relax, do all the things, and we will see you again on Monday for an all-new episode of Tennessee Valley Living.